Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am back, just now got back from my honeymoon in the Caribbean. Absolutely wonderful time. My wife and I had a great time, but I am now back for the last week of content before the NFL draft, which begins on Thursday. So that means this is our last mock draft Monday of this draft season. It's been absolutely incredible draft season for the channel. Massive growth, and I have to thank each and every one of you who are been watching, subscribing, commenting, all that great stuff. Thank you so much for the support. So let's go ahead and get started with the last mock draft of the season. Packers full 7-round mock draft, and we'll do it a little bit slow. So let's go ahead and enter the draft. Here, so we got Williams, May, Daniels, Harrison Jr., Odunze, McCarthy, Alt, Neighbors, Turner, Fuaga, Bowers, Latham, Arnold, Fashanu, Fanutu, Verse, Jean, Murphy, Mitchell, Mims, Thomas, Latu, Wiggins, Barton. Okay, so now this brings up to two players who I'm intrigued in taking the first round. We got Kool-Aid McKinstry, the corner out of Alabama, and Jackson Powers Johnson, the really good center out of Oregon. McKinstry, really good PFF grade last year out of Alabama. 88.8 grade. Really good in coverage. Decent and pretty good in man. Really, really good in zone. Good run defense grade as well. 87.8 overall. Pass rating against a 73.1. Primarily an outside corner at Alabama, but really good grades the past few years as well. So could be an intriguing guy for the Packers. As well, we have Jackson Powers Johnson. I've taken him a couple times in mock draft. I think he just is a beast at center that the Packers need. Definite upgrade over Josh Myers. He even played a little bit of guard as he played most in 2022 with the Ducks. 6'3", 320 pounds. So, really good there. So it looks like it's a little bit busy here. So, 4, Jackson Powers Johnson. So, looks like he doesn't have an RAS score. Yeah, we should have Kool-Aid McKinstry. A little bit low here for his RAS score. Really good weight. Size a little bit small. Vertical not great. 40-yard dash is just okay. Not the greatest athlete in the world either. But corner will be a need for the Packers. But I do think O-line is going to be the way to go. And JPJ is, I think, the best interior prospect in the draft, basically. And so I'm going to take him. He could flip in guard. He could be a center right away. And I think he's just going to be a mauler that this Packers offensive line really, really needs. So I'll take JPJ at pick 25. Okay. Now we're going to be on the clock here again at pick 41. Tyler Newman went just ahead of us. Not great athletic score, so the Packers would not be taking him there. And some of the guys I want are not going to be available quite just yet, and I don't want to reach too far for them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trade back to around 47, 48 or so, and then get a guy I want. And then probably going to try to trade back into the second round because there's a lot of guys here that I really personally like. So let's see who have traded. The Bengals, the Rams, and the Cowboys. The Bengals are a bit risky, so let's call up the New York Giants. Take 47, 107 for 41. Let's pick up 183 to have a little bit more ammo to trade up again. So let's go ahead and offer this trade. They accepted. So let's go ahead and resume the draft. They take Rackstraw, Lassiter, Wilson, Simiata, Penix, Franklin. And the guy who I really want to take is Javon Bulliard, the safety out of Georgia. Dude is really impressive here. He's mainly a deep safety, which could be good. Also plays a bit of box. Really, really good coverage. Really good missed tackle rate. Really high force incompletion rate. He had 7 forced incompletions, 2 interceptions last year at Georgia, 82 point overall grade. overall, just an incredible safety here. And we look up here. Bullet. Really high RAS score of 82.5. 8.25. He's a little bit smaller side, weight and height pretty low, but he could bulk up there. But elite speed, a great athlete. Did not qualify for explosion grade here, but overall he has the speed and agility to be a force on the back end. And I imagine he will bulk up a little bit as well. And he's a guy I absolutely love. So let's go ahead and take Bulliard here at 47. It's a little bit high compared to his rank, but he's been going around 49, 50 in these mock drafts. And we need safety. So it's going to take Javon Bulliard, the safety out of Georgia as well. So Keon Coleman, Bo Nix, Xavier Legette, Braden Fisk, Jatavion Sanders. Oh, Cooper just went one ahead of me. Just one ahead. So that means... Okay, so there's two players here I'm interested in taking here. One is Jaden Hicks, the safety out of Washington State. Double down on safety. Really good coverage grade. Pretty solid defense grade. Decent missed tackle and forced incompletion. He can play box. He's mainly a box safety at Washington State. Also can play deep. 2 interceptions last year. 77.7 overall grade. Really, really good hits. Jaden Hicks, really high at RAS score as well, 8.97. Good height, good weight. Pretty fast at the 40-yard dash. Overall speed good. Good explosion all around. Really solid player there. Another one I'm looking at here as well is Kieran Amagadije out of Yale. From lower competition, but really big prospect at left tackle that the Packers might want to take for depth. So 6'5", 318. Let's go ahead and look him up on RAS as well, because I do think the Packers will take a tackle pretty early on as well. No RAS score for him, but overall big dude out of Yale. But there's going to be plenty of other prospects later on in the draft for that. So I'm thinking about double dipping at safety and take Jaden Hicks, because Hicks, Anthony Johnson Jr., Bulliard, and Xavier McKinney, that basically fixed our safety room, and I will be very happy with that. And Hicks can even play a little bit of linebacker as well, be a split specialist. So go ahead and take Jaden Hicks here at 58. So very happy with that. I'm not going to try to get back into the second round now. If Cooper was there at 50, I would have taken him and jumped back in and take Hicks. But since Cooper went a pick earlier now, I was expecting him to go. So, okay. So now we're back on the clock at pick number 88. And who the heck is this dude? Jalix, never even heard of him. At a Houston Baptist. Houston Christian. What the heck? So, okay. So here, there's some running backs here at 88. Corner, Renardo Green. There's a really good guard prospect, Cooper Beebe. But there's a couple of guys I see here. One of which is Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the linebacker out of Clemson. Could be a really good linebacker there. There's other guys here. There's Dominic Pooney, the tackle out of Kansas that I think the Packers are taking 91. Christian Mahogany, I really like at guard, but JPJ could also be a guard as well. There's also Jarian Jones, who, I really like as a slot corner for the Packers. But here, let's take a look at Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the linebacker out of Clemson. Kind of a high missed tackle rate, really good in coverage, good run defender, and good pass rusher. So, smart linebacker, has a length of size potential here. So, that could be something there. Covers guys and instincts, which we need out of linebacker. So, let's take a look at him here. Trotter, did not test. So, but he could be good. He's a smart player, so that's something to look out for. Mason McCormick, the guard out of South Dakota State, I really like taking here. There's Cooper BB, a really good guard out of Kansas State that the Packers could take as well. So, 48 total starts. Really versatile. The Packers love the versatility. So, I think he could be a really good player here for us at pick 92. So, let's go ahead and take Cooper BB at pick 88. And then we're going to go on ahead and take Jeremiah Trotter Jr. just to get some linebacker depth here for the Packers. Like, he's smart, intelligent. I think that's going to be really good for a backup linebacker. So let's go ahead and take Trotter at linebacker here as well. Let's see if Jarian Jones can make it. And he did. We're at pick 107. And I know who I'm taking right away. Jarian Jones, the amazing slot corner out of Florida State. I mean, the Packers need a slot corner. We can't have Keyshawn Nixon be the slot again next year. So I'm taking Jarian Jones. He is 6'1", 191. Let's look him up real quick. Bit of an older prospect. Did I misspell him? Yeah, I misspelled his name. Yeah, 9.61 RAS score. Super athletic, super fast. Really good explosion grade. Agility did not test all the way. Pretty good size. So 9.61, really, really good. The Packers need a slot corner. I think him at 107, great value there. So I'm going to take Jarian Jones, the corner out of Florida State here. Okay, now here we are at pick 126, and I pretty much know who I'm taking. Taking Braylon Allen, the running back out of Wisconsin. Allen will be 20 years old, undrafted, 6'2", 245. Could be a really, really good third running back behind Dillon and Jacobs. Maybe even be the second guy ahead of Dillon. So Braylon Allen, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take here. Let's take a look at his RAS score real quick. Did not test, but 6'2", 245. So could be a really good guy to stash and develop for you behind Dillon. So let's go and take Braylon Allen at pick 126. I do think the Packers need a running back, and I think Allen would be amazing in that role. So go ahead and get up here real quick. Now this is where I'm going to kind of look at here. We already have plenty of safeties, so we don't need Keaton Oladapo, though he has risen a lot here recently. Could get more linebacker depth. There's a couple of linebackers here that could be good. Some edge guys as well. So looking here, Trevin Wallace, linebacker out of Kentucky. Haven't really looked at him much. 6'2", 241, top tier athlete. So could be a good depth piece there at linebacker. Let's see, where are the next tackles? 169, Javon Foster. Although there's Packers mainly like taking guys in the later rounds, so he might do that later. Yeah, really looking at Trevin Wallace to see where he's at here. Trevin Wallace, really good athlete here, a linebacker here. 9.34, okay size, but elite explosion and really great speed at the linebacker position. A 9.72 40-yard dash. So really, really fast. I think him and Jeremiah Trotter would be really good depth linebackers for the Packers with Duffy and Walker. So let's go and take Trevin Wallace, the linebacker out of Kentucky, to build that room up even more. Now we're out at pick 183. And Javon Foster is here at 183. really good grades overall here at left tackle from Missouri. Good length and experience, backup offensive tackle. So that's kind of what the Packers want. Let's see, Javon Foster. Ooh, not the greatest athlete in the world. Not very fast. Size is okay. Good explosion. So he could be just a good depth guy here. And I think the value at pick 183 is really good for Foster. I mean, there is Bo Limmer, but we already have a center in JPJ that we don't need to double down on center. It's going to take Javon Foster to tackle out of Missouri. Even though he's not the best measurable, he'll be a depth guy. And here I picked 202. And here I think I'm going to go with a D lineman here, McKinley Jackson. Let's take a look at him out of Texas A&M. 4 sacks, a 76.8 grade. Really good against the run. They graded at 6'2", 325. Could play nose tackle. Could be really good depth for the Packers. Arm length a little bit small, but he won't be going against much double teams in the NFL because we're going to 4-3, and also we have... Oh, he has 2 N's in his name. McKinley Jackson, did not test well at all. Poor. Yeah, I can't ignore. I can do okay. I can't do poor. So there's Miles Murphy, D lineman out of North Carolina. Another really good early down player the Packers could go get. Miles Murphy. I quit spelling his names wrong. Again, did not test good either, but better than the other guy. Really good size. Speed not great. Okay explosion, but looks like he's going to be more of an early down run stuffer. You don't need the greatest speed on earth for that. So let's go and take Miles Murphy, the D lineman out of North Carolina there. And this is going to be some depth pieces here. There's Jalen Green, the edge out of James Madison that I drafted a couple of times that we can go and take. So Jalen Green, 84.7 overall grade, 18 sacks last year. A very light guy. Feisty player. I'm covering him knee surgery, but 6'1", 245, but looks like he is a high motor type of guy, which the Packers kind of like to get. I mean, that's what we got in Carl Brooks last year. And those guys from small school will always be really, really good. So let's go and draft him just as a prospect. We need some depth there anyways after the injury to... Oh, I forgot his name. How could I forget his name? So here at pick 245, we're going to take a couple of depth guys here. So we're going to take another tackle. There's Donovan Jennings out of USF. 6'5", 333. 18 total pressure, 549. Pass blocks there, so let's go ahead. Donovan Jennings. See if he's on here. Yeah, really good RAS score, 8.93. Could be more the Packers are looking for at a tackle position. So, just for more depth too, because we have like no depth behind our 2 starters. So, let's go and take Donovan Jennings, tackle out of USF here at pick 245. Then last pick of the draft at 255. I have no idea. Let's take a backup tight end, Trey Knox. 6'5", 237. Let's go on ahead and take him there at the end of the round. So, look at overall draft grade here. They say John Newton's a better need. I still think Jackson Powers Johnson is going to be great for the Packers. So, Newton didn't really need a D lineman that early in the draft. I think we got Kenny Clark, Devontae White, TJ Slayton. We need some depth guys there, but starter, I think we're good. So, Jackson Powers Johnson at 25. Great center. Could move over to guard if you want him to. So I really think he's good there. Trade back to make sure I didn't overdraft Bulliard, but also make sure I still got him. So we got Bulliard. We got Jaden Hicks here as well in the second round. Double dip in the safety position as well. Would have liked to have gotten Cooper there, but he went one pick before me at 58. But went with Hicks, and then would have traded up. So I should have traded up to get Cooper and then stayed there and got Hicks. We got Cooper Beebe at pick 88 for a guard. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. at linebacker. This site does not list linebackers need for the Packers, even though I do think we do need linebackers. Jarian Jones at 107 at the slot corner. I think would be a great fit for the Packers there at 107. Braylon Allen at pick 126 would, I think, be a really good running back prospect for the Packers. Then we got Trevin Wallace for linebacker depth. Javon Foster. Then we got Miles Murphy, Jalen Green, Donovan Jennings, and Trey Knox. All these guys are like developmental depth pieces at the Packers. Like between these two tackles, the Packers would probably get probably a good starter in the future. So yeah, that is my last mock draft of the year. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. So upcoming content for the channel, there's going to be hopefully 2 videos out before Thursday. One of which is going to be a stadium review of the Marlins Park down in Miami after I went to a game down there. Just a short little fun video to do. My second weekend review will be coming out on Thursday before the NFL draft, and I will be live for the first round of the NFL draft, watching along with you guys, giving my thoughts and opinions, and sharing in what I should be some shocking moments in this year's NFL draft. So keep an eye out for the live stream for that. And as always, thank you guys so much. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace out.